Days away, and many people are out buying everything they need to lay out the perfect Super Bowl spread.
Yeah, and if you're looking for some suggestions, we are here to help because our etiquette expert, Elaine Swan, joins us now. She's got all the ingredients you need for that big Super Bowl party.
Absolutely.
And you're going to do it with a touch of class,
yes,
right?
Yes, but the first ingredient is proper manners.
Okay.
Especially as far as the host is concerned. You know, when you're starting to plan your party, you want to make sure that you at least know your guest. And when I say that, I mean, know their dietary restrictions. If they're allergic to seafood, or maybe they have a low-fat diet or what have you, make sure you have some things that can accommodate your guest first.
And if you have children coming, this is always something that's hard for me. You've got to think about that too.
You have to think about the kids. So whether you decide to rent one of the bounce houses for kids so they can kind of go outside and play. Yeah, have games to keep them busy. Bring in a clown and have them maybe do some face painting or balloons, or have a little activity area set up with crayons and markers and all sorts of, you know, construction paper and scissors and glitter, and let them have fun with it.
Right.
We know the TV is going to be the focal point, really.
Yes.
The TV and the food. How many TVs do you have? Where do you put them in the house?
My advice is to put the television on, the game, in at least 2 separate rooms, because you've got kind of your rowdy crowd, the ones who are really going to get up, and then the women might kind of migrate to the other rooms where they want to see the game, but every once in a while they might chit-chat a little bit, and that way there's no one getting upset because someone's talking during the game.
Right, and then also you have to plan for after the party, and that involves what?
Having a designated driver. A lot of times we all serve alcohol, and there's nothing wrong with that, but be thoughtful of your guests and make sure you're considerate of the ones who are drinking. So just pinpoint someone who's going to take everyone home, or even have a cab service available as well.
That's a good idea. There's always at least one person who gets a little bit
tipsy. And then most importantly is to make sure that you spice up your presentation. So that's what we're going to do here.
Yeah,
So
you're spicing hard.
Yeah, well, if we take a look here, I have my I call it my 5-layer dip. So come on over so you can help me out here, and you can kind of finish up. All we did was we just layered these here. Take out your good stuff. There's nothing wrong here. You can go ahead and just kind of add in
the layer.
Yeah, go ahead. Add in your extra layer there. You know, and just to make it feel, and you know what? This prevents people from kind of double dipping as well.
Don't you hate that?
Nice. I like where you're going with that. Okay.
They can kind of walk around with their own glass there. Just go ahead and put that up there, and then we can just put a little dollop of sour cream on top, and there you go. Really pretty. And then here, you know what? The thing that's really interesting is a lot of people, they think, well, I need a couple of different bowls for chips and things like that, but you don't have to do that. Kind of spice it up. So you've got chips.
You mixed a couple kinds in there.
Oh, that's
a couple different kinds.
You never know what you're going to get when you grab.
Exactly. And then here we go. This is a nice little twist on your celery and
you're going to trust me?
You're going to put that in there first.
Squeeze it in about a quarter of the way. And the reason I use that one is so that it doesn't touch the sides, because I always put 2 carrots and then a piece of celery, because most people like the carrots better than the celery.
Nice. Now, wow, that is such a smart idea, the double dipping thing.
Yeah, it prevents people from double dipping. Everyone's got their own stuff. Now here, you can go ahead and get your favorite takeout, but presentation is what it's all about.
Right.
So instead of just opening the tin and dumping it out on the table, or letting
you just put a little bit of lettuce.
Yeah, just to add a little color and make it look really nice. That's what it's all about.
Presentation is everything.
I love it. Everything that you've brought is store-bought, right down to the sliced veggies, but you make it look so special.
Exactly. And even this here, now, this is great. I just bought the flaky croissants. I twisted them up. I brushed it with just a little bit of egg, sprinkled some Parmesan cheese on it, and some sesame seeds, and there you have it. Now, when you're setting up your buffet table, you want to start with your plate on the end, so people do want to put things on the plate. Let the guests kind of work their way down to the other end, and then put your silverware here at the end, so people can grab their silverware and just go.
So you don't have so many things you're carrying when you're going through the line, right?
Exactly. And then look, this is your other takeout container thing. Make sure you take it out and put it in something that's
ready.
All right, let's talk about the guest. How are we supposed to behave?
Okay, well, first and foremost, at least know which 2 teams are playing. Okay, so I've got on the Charger jersey today, but there's no team here. I'm a little neutral here, but at least know which 2 teams are playing. And then don't overdo it when you're rooting for the opposing team of the host of the game, of the house. Yeah.
So the guests have to do their homework about that too.
Yeah, figure out who because you don't want to offend anyone. And I've seen it happen where people have gotten a little out of hand, you know?
Yeah, people get really emotional, for sure.
No, and don't be a slob. You know, when you go to people's house, just make sure you treat everyone's home with decency and respect.
It's good to be quiet, too.
No, absolutely be quiet during the commercials. We
Oh,
all
okay.
love the commercials.
true.
Yes, that's the best thing
Right.
during the Super Bowl game. It's the commercials. So be quiet during the commercials. Don't make a commotion, and just have fun. Remember, it's a game, so just have fun.
Oh, terrific advice. It really is.
Thank you, Elaine.
You're welcome. Have
All right.